So.
And it is Wednesday morning.
Yes.
And Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year, everyone. It is 2020.
Yes.
So there's no more planning, expecting, or wanting what's to come. It's here, now, today. So what are we going to do with it?
Oh, boy. For all of you that have raging hangovers, Excedrin and maybe Sprite.
This one. The advice.
Well, seriously, how many people went out last night? You're probably not up right now. That's why we're, making it later in the day so you can actually watch it. And yes, there's only 2 of us, not 4.
What does that mean?
It means that when people are drunk or hungover, they see double. You know what I mean? They like looking at you funny.
I thought you were taking a jab at the girls.
Oh, wow. I didn't even think of that. Wow.
Okay,
that was
over.
Good, Angel. See, we're bringing in the new year. We're bringing joy to you and happiness and the girls.
Everyone is here.
Everyone is here. I don't have girls. I don't even have boys.
No, we're not going to talk about it.
I look the same coming and going, so we're good.
This one. All right.
Okay, so let's get down to what we're going to talk about on this day, January 1st.
2020.
2020.
How's it feel to even say?
2020.
Man, new decade, right? It's fresh. Like when you were born,
sounds like a TV show.
It does, because when you were born like 19 whatever, like I won't even say it. When you think of like 2020, like I remember growing up and like 1999 felt like horrifically far.
Oh my God.
Like to say 2020 is just like a whole new world.
I was expecting like spaceship cars.
Absolutely.
And
I was expecting Jetsons and
right, exactly.
Like although they are doing, a lot of stuff, with flying Ubers and
technology and it's
constantly advancing.
Crazy.
But,
crazy.
But we're here now.
Yes.
And today we want to talk about celebrating. And rightfully so, Woo! Because this is, this marks really the completion of the holiday as we go, kind of close
and
out.
the last decade.
Yeah, absolutely.
Moving into a whole new decade.
And so with that comes the idea of what it means to celebrate. And we've talked about in the past, like taking moments to celebrate, yourself and thinking about the things you've done and accomplished. But we really want to just talk today about the essence of celebration itself. Right?
Celebrating is I think it's a pretty important part of life, and it's real difficult if you grew up in an environment where joy and celebration and happiness were scarce.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes an effort sometimes to be in that space of celebration.
I agree with that wholeheartedly, and as you were talking, it made me think about something that came up for me years ago around celebrating my son. So for those of you that know, my son is a micro preemie. He was born 23 weeks and 3 days. He is my miracle, and I take and celebrate him every opportunity. But as he got older, because this year he's going to be 10. This is his...
Seriously?
Yes.
Serious?
2 digits. Like I'm like freaking out.
I remember when he was born.
Yes. No. Yes, you do. Oh, yes. I remember if you came to the hospital and you were just in uniform.
I was.
And you came to see him at Children's. That was so long ago. It felt
forever ago.
But he's going to be 10 this year. And I remember, we were having birthday parties. And I would have like triple parties. So like my sister would host a party.
Oh, wait, hang on. Let me explain what these parties look like, okay? We're talking, and I'll give you a visual. I mean, it wasn't the actual thing, but I'm going to give you a visual. Picture... you renting out the entire Disneyland and making the most magical space that you possibly can every single year on his birthday.
Oh my gosh.
Down to the invitation, which was extravagant. It was like amazing.
And what we did was we would invite all of the doctors and nurses and therapists and teachers and everybody that was just a part of the village. All of our friends and family and clients and well-wishers and just everybody. And we would my sister would host an event in Bakersfield, and then I would do an open house. Remember when I would do the open house?
Photo booths. Jungle gyms.
We had an open house, and we would open the house all day, and people would come in anytime that they wanted, lunch or dinner, and it would just be celebrating all day.
All day.
And something happened one year when I was planning, and I had to take a pause, and I think I was talking to you, and you were like, who is this party for? Because Anden got old enough where he was like, I just want to hang out with my friends. I just want to go to Chuck E. Cheese. And I was like, oh my gosh, like it just turned into something else. So even in the essence of celebrating, whether you always had a party or never had a party, you have to kind of go back to the core essence of who you're celebrating and what you're celebrating. And if it really...
And it begins with you. It begins with you.
It does. And it made me kind of think about like my own birthdays. Like I wouldn't even bring any attention to my own birthday, but yet I was going all out for his, and all he wanted was his friends and cake.
Wait till he turns 16 when he doesn't even want you there.
Say it. So.
You know.
It's coming. It's coming.
Oh, it might even be next year. I don't know.
He always wants
these kids.
There.
When your parents, there comes that time where your kids, serious. Think about when they're young, they're literally attached to you at the hip, and they want to go everywhere with you. They want to do everything with you. Mommy, daddy, come play with me, all of it. And then all of a sudden, 1 year happens. It's like, Mom, can you close my door when you get out of my room?
He does say that. He's
Mom,
I need
can you
private
give me
time.
some privacy, please?
I'm like,
and it's
what?
Like, what? Who are you?
What do you mean private?
That's right.
There's nothing
You came
private.
out. That's right. Right here. You came out of me. And I remember the day, and I screamed and yelled, and there you were. The miracle of birth. That's right. I popped that puppy out.
Oh my gosh. Okay, no visuals. And So the thing is that in celebrating, my request or my ask for you in terms of pausing and celebrating moments for yourself is really kind of getting back to the authentic place where you can just be honest with yourself and say, what do I really love? What do I really like? What do I enjoy? What brings me joy? What makes me happy? And what do I want to do? And it's something that you actually had said before, which was just if we can carve out these times, if we can create this harmony, if we can have this balance in our life, that it will expand our insightfulness, it will expand our creativity, it will expand our connectivity.
And and being connective, not necessarily, definitely connected to others, but we need to connect to ourselves. And in that space, as you said, that creativity, that inspiration, when we close everything off and we just connect to ourselves and we learn how to celebrate in those moments, that's when the ideas come. Because we're not trying too hard, we're just being. And we're allowing ourselves to relax in that space of just being with ourselves and connecting and go ahead.
I was just going to say, this is why some of the greatest work occurs or that we have gone to over the years, even when it comes to musicians and artists,
ideas and everything, right?
Because a lot of them are high.
Oh, right.
Because for a lot of them, that is really and I'm not advocating going to get high, but what I'm saying is that there is a release.
It takes away the inhibition.
Exactly.
So it's like what alcohol does or drugs does to people. It takes away their inhibition because they have a difficult time connecting when they're sober. They have a difficult time getting into that space when they're sober. So when they use drugs, it brings that it takes the inhibition away. It takes all the filters away. It takes everything away that allows them just to connect to that brilliance that they have inside you. And learning how to do that without drugs it's like a miracle.
It's like magic. It really is
magical.
And the thing is you have the ability to connect to it in and out of your day. And what we're saying is get into the practice of celebrating and creating those moments. You talked about it could be for you. It could be as simple as running, having a bath and having a glass of wine or having or just sitting and listening to certain music. Or it could be taking a walk, or for some of you it's a hike, or for someone else
yoga or anything that's going to put you in that state to where you can connect to you, to allow those juices to flow, the brilliance, the ideas, the inspirations, all of it.
Which is why a lot of people get a lot of their great inspiration, when they're waking up from sleep, and also when they're in the shower. These are places where, when you're in the shower, like you ever have the water hit you in the shower, you're like, oh my God, I thought of this amazing invention.
You know what?
or
That's
idea.
funny you actually said that, because I never thought of that until you just said, I'm like in the shower, and then I had to think, I'm like, oh my God, that's right.
Like all the thoughts
is
of amazing things to do
right.
or how to conquer the day.
Right.
And then you get out the shower and it's like you lose it.
Yeah,
like
because you don't go write it down.
Exactly. So
You
I'm
just
saying
let it
like
pass through.
journal, take a notepad, keep
Yes.
it next. That's what they tell you. Keep a journal next to your bed.
Yeah.
So like when you wake up, that dream that you're going to forget or
Right.
that inspiration that you got, like
Write it
write
down.
it down.
Write it down.
You're out of the shower. I actually had bought these things called Aqua Notes. And
Excuse me?
it's called Aqua Notes. And so you put it in the shower, it sticks in the shower, and there's a little pencil that actually is waterproof.
No
and
way.
it lets you write in the shower.
Oh my
yes.
God. I'm
So
gonna have
these
to find that.
little things, it's on Amazon. So little things that you can do that help kind of fuel you.
Yes.
And we're saying that the brilliance is in you.
Always.
So celebrate it.
Always.
And allow it to flow.
Write every idea you have down. It doesn't mean that, every idea is going to be a $1 million idea, but there is going to be that one idea that's going to push you and thrust you forward into action. And when it does, you're going to allow yourself to move with it. And the success that you desire, the space that you desire, wherever you desire to go, will come.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Do it for yourself.
No one else.
Do it for yourself.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And the thing is that you deserve it. This is our year.
Yes.
This is our
2020.
time. And, you know what I mean? We've never seen it before. Right?
No, I've never been in 2020 before.
Well, with that said.
Wait. Before we go, March 28th.
Yes.
We're having a seminar, and we also are going to be moving to a new platform in the next couple of weeks. Most likely we will have our own
YouTube channel. Yes.
Where you can tune in and listen to our experience, and that's all this is our experiences and thoughts and issues and stuff that we can bring to you, so hopefully you can take it and manifest the life that you want.
Absolutely.
And I think that's about it.
Yeah. I mean, our goal is to help you collapse the time. There's no reason for you to venture through things that you don't need to.
Right.
If those are willing to share or reach out or lend you a hand that have already been through it. Right. So let's collapse the time. Let's accelerate our learning together.
And celebrate.
Absolutely. 2020.
2020.
Happy New Year's,
everybody.
Bye.
See ya.